How are you? Hope you all safe and healthy. Okay, let's come to the point. Today I am going to teach you a new lesson from your 10th standard called arithmetic progression. Okay, do you know what is arithmetic progression? Do you have any idea about it? Okay, before entering to the chapter, we need some basic ideas about a list of numbers with some rules. So, to know about it, let's watch a small conversation.
Hi, dear. Hey, what are you doing here? We are here to do morning walk and also we are discussing about some group of numbers. Group of numbers? Yes, we are discussing about some number pattern. Okay, shall I join you? Sure, why not? Okay, tell me, is there any relationship between the numbers 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, etc.? Hmm. Yes, the numbers have common difference, right? Yes, you are right. I will tell you the difference. The number have common difference 3. Correct. Right, friends? I will ask you one more question. Can you find any common difference between the numbers 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, etc.? No, Radha. These numbers does not have any common difference. Yes, Rama is right. Yes, dears, these can be easily found by mathematical way. Yes, I know that. If the numbers linked with some rules, then it is called the number sequence. Okay, fine. Our teacher told us that she will teach a new lesson regarding this number sequence today. Okay, friends, let's learn more about number sequence in our maths class. Okay, friends, bye. See you in school. Bye bye. Bye bye, friends.
Okay, after watching this conversation, I hope it brings some idea about number sequence. Yes, children, if a list of number is linked with some rules is called number sequence. Arithmetic progression is also a type of number sequence which has particular pattern in it. So, let's learn more about arithmetic progression in this chapter.
Now, let us consider the following list of numbers. First one, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. 100, 70, 40, 10, etc. Third one, -3, -2, -1, 0, etc. Fourth one, 3, 3, 3, 3, etc.
Each number in the list is called term. Each number in the list is called term. Okay, children, do you notice any pattern here? So let us check. So let us take the first case. In the first case, so what is the pattern here? So the first number is called first term, second number is called second term, third number is called third term, and etc. So last term is called nth term. So let us consider the first two terms. So if we add 1 to the first term, we will get second term. In the same way, if we add 1 to the second term, we will get third term. In the same way, if we add 1 to the third term, and we will get fourth term, and so on. So the pattern in the first number, each term is obtained by adding 1 to the term preceding it. So let us take the second list of number. The list of number is 100, 70, 40, etc. Here we observe that 100 minus 30 is equal to 70, 70 minus 30 is equal to 40, and so on. So each term is obtained by subtracting 30 from the term preceding to it. So let us consider the third case. In the third case, we have the numbers minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, etc. So what do you observe here? We can observe minus 30 plus 1 will give us minus 2. In the same way, minus 2 plus 1 will give us minus 1. In the same way, minus 1 plus 1 will get cancelled. We will get 0, and so on. So here each term is obtained by adding 1 to the term preceding to it. So let us see the fourth case. Is there any changes in the term? No. What it means? So it means there is nothing adding or nothing subtracting. It means we can say every time we are adding 0 to the term preceding to the term preceding to it. So right? Okay children. In all these cases, what we observe? Yes, each term of this sequence are obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term. Such list of numbers so form an arithmetic progression. So an arithmetic progression can be defined as an arithmetic progression is a list of number in which a fixed number is adding to the preceding term except the first term. And arithmetic progression is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. So, arithmetic progression is abbreviated as AP, and the fixed number is called common difference, which is denoted by the small letter D. The fixed number is called the common difference, which is denoted by small letter D. And remember, the common difference may be positive, negative or 0. Okay children. Next, let us move on to the general form of an AP. For that, let us consider the first term of an AP will be A1. Second term of an AP as A2. Third term of an APA as A3, etc. In the same way, the nth term of an AP will be taken as AN. Then the AP arithmetic progression will becomes A1, A2, A3, etc. AN. According to the definition, the common difference will be A2 minus A1 is equal to D. A3 minus A2 is equal to D. It means common difference is obtained by subtracting the subtracting from the second term minus first term, third term minus second term. In the same way, so last term will becomes AN minus 1 is equal to D. Now let us consider an example to know more about this general form of an AP. So let us consider a sequence 50, 100, 150, 200, etc. So here the first term is 50, second term is 100, third term is 150, fourth term is 200 and etc. Right? So let us take the general form. So let us consider the first term A1 as A. So which is 50. So according to the definition, we know that so each successive term of an AP is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term, right? So second term can be written as A plus D. So what is the common difference here? A2 minus A1 is equal to 100 minus 50, which is 50, right? So we can write it as 50 plus 50 is equal to 100. Now we are getting the second term, right? Third term can be written as A plus D plus D, 2 times of D, which is A plus 2D. So A is 50 plus 2 into 50. We will get 100. So 100 plus 50 is 150, which is the third term. In the same way, A4 is equal to A plus D plus D plus D. That means A plus 3D is equal to 50 plus 3 into 50. 53 is 150. 150 plus 50 is 200, which is our fourth term. Then we can see that the general form of an AP can be written as A, A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, etc. So this is the general form of an AP. Okay children, now let us see some example problems related to the AP. So first example is for the AP 3 by 2, 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 3 by 2, etc. Write the first term A and common difference D. This was the question. So let us write A and D. A means first term, D means common difference. So always the first term of the AP will be A. So therefore we can directly write A is equal to 3 by 2. So this will be always the first term. Okay, what about the common difference? So to get D, we can write A2 minus A1, which means A2, that is 1 by 2, A1, that is 3 by 2. So both the denominators are same. So directly we can subtract the numerator. So 1 minus 3 will give us minus 2 divided by 2. 2 ones are 2 ones are, which is minus 2. To ensure this is correct, so let us check one more. So we can take D is equal to A3 minus A2. Yes, what is A3 here? Minus 1 by 2. Minus A2 means 1 by 2. Both the denominators are same. Then we can directly add or subtract the numerator. Again, we are getting minus 2 divided by 2. 2 gets cancelled, which is minus 1. Therefore, we can say the first term of this AP is 3 by 2 and the common difference is minus 1 by 2. Understood? Okay, let us consider one more example. Now, the second example is write the AP if A is equal to 10, D is equal to 10. Here, first term is given and common difference is given. What we need to do? We need to write an AP for this. So, let us start. We know the general formula for the AP is A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, etc. Right? So, first term is already given. So, A is equal to 10. And second term, for the second term, we need to add D for the first term. So, A plus D. A means 10. D is 10. 10 plus 10 is 20. In the same way, third term can be written as A plus 2D. Right? A is 10 and D is also 10. So, 2 into 10. We know that 10, 2 tens are 20. 10 plus 20 is 30. In the same way, A4 can be written as A plus 3D. That means 10 plus 3 into 10. So, 10 plus 3 tens are 30, which is 40. So, therefore, the AP is. So, let us write all this. 10, 20, 30, 40. 10, 20, 30, 40, etc. So, for the given A is equal to 10 and D is equal to 10, the AP is 10, 20, 30, 40, etc. Understood? Okay. Now, let us move on to the third example. Which of the following list is in AP? So, there are 4 list of numbers. We need to check whether these list of numbers are in AP or not. Let us check the first one. So, what we need to do, to check whether it is AP or not. So, we just want to check the common difference. If the common difference is fixed, then it is in AP. So, let's start. So, for the first one, let us take BP. A2 minus A1. That means 10 minus 4 is 6. And A3 minus A2. That means 16 minus 10 is equal to 6. A4 minus A3. So, 22 minus 16 is also 6. Every time the common difference is same, which is 6. Then we can say that the number sequence 4, 10, 16, 22 is in AP. Therefore, this is in AP. Right? So, let us check the second one. A2 minus A1. Minus 1, minus 1, which is minus 2. A3 minus A2. Minus 3, minus of minus 1. That means minus 3 plus 1. This is also minus 2. A4 minus A3. Minus 5, minus of minus 3. that is minus 5, minus into minus plus 3, which is minus 2. Here also the common difference is fixed, which is minus 2. Therefore, we can say 1, minus 1, minus 3, minus 5 is in AP. Therefore, this is in AP. Understood? Okay, let us go for the third one. Here, A2 minus A1. 2 minus of minus 2. Minus into minus plus. So, 2 plus 2 is 4. And third term minus second term. A3 minus A2. So, minus 2 minus of 2. So, both are minus. We need to add them. So, 2 plus 2 is 4. Here we get the common difference is minus 2. In the first one, we get plus 2. So, we can say this is not a fixed number. So, the common difference is different. So, this is not in AP. Right? Let us go for the fourth one. So, A2 minus A1, that is 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. A3 minus A2, 1 minus 1 is also 0. A4 minus A3, so 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Here the common difference is different. So, it has not a fixed common difference. So, this is also not in AP. So, this is the way we can find a given list of number are in AP or not. Understood? Okay children, now we are come to an end of this class. Let us take homework. Okay my dear children, these are the homeworks for you. I hope you understand today's class. Let's meet in the next class. Till then, take care.